Welcome to the show and cheers. Let's get it started. Welcome traders to Money Making Mitch. I'm here enjoying us sipping on something. I hope you guys are sipping on something good. The market is closed. Put the hands down. It's not time to trade. It's time to tell the stories, the best stories of the week. This is what we do on Friday, guys. We enjoy it. We're going to bring on our crew here. You guys met them last week, but if you didn't, let's go ahead and bring them on here. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up, man? I wanted to keep it a little bit more chill. Don't need you guys back here, but it is happy hour. If you guys have a drink, it's okay to have a drink. You know, hey,
cheers.
You know,
cheers, gents.
Want to go ahead up and give the parental advisory out there. This isn't for the little ones. We can put the little ones away, and we can have some fun here. Definitely, guys. Let's smash the like here, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into some great topics of the day here today. But if you guys have a comment or a story this week that you guys enjoyed, definitely let us know in the chat. You guys know my man Carl talking about the moonshine. I need some of that, man. You need to pass me some of that. I don't know about you guys, but the moonshine, now that gets you smiling real quick. You guys got it. Hit the like. Let's get this party started. First up is going to be an interesting one. You know, a lot of people were talking about earnings this week. You know, there's plenty of earnings. Did any of these earnings stand out to you guys?
Man, I'll start it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I'll start. You know, this might be a company that a lot of people don't really talk about a lot, but I personally was kind of surprised by T-Mobile. You know, I was kind of surprised, not really about the financial numbers, but I was really kind of taken back about how many net subscription ads that they had. I think there was like over 750,000. And so, but what I'm kind of curious about is going into their next earnings, how they're going to be impacted by this chip shortage, and you know, I'm just kind of watching it carefully.
All right, guys. So to make it a little bit easier for us, I pulled it up here, right here on Benzinga, guys. Check us out. You know, at Benzinga,
I was actually looking for that as you were clicking on it.
There you go. Here you go, man. So that you could pick out your company and talk about what you guys like. All right, so there's a lot of companies here, and you can go up and down, maybe pick which one you guys like. I'm going to go and pick Roku. As you guys know, I love Roku just because I think it definitely has that entrance into your house. And as you guys heard from what was reported, the ad revenue and ad revenues from major companies are definitely increasing. And so this is what I want to definitely see in the next quarter, how they can go ahead and continue to position themselves in programmatic ads and bringing that digital advertisement. And you know, the cords have been cut, man. I think those cable companies are just kind of gone, and it's streaming now from here on out.
I agree. For me, it was Etsy. I liked Etsy. Etsy is a company that I've been watching for a while. I've never invested, to be honest, yet. But for me, it was weird because they had a really good earnings. They're dominating in a space that I never thought they would be able to honestly dominate. To me, it was a joke at all times. It was a garage sale online. But then I started looking into their numbers. I liked it. Guidance was adjusted with a broader range, with a 2 million buffer on the downside end, which kind of resulted in a sell-off, which made no sense to me because they also added a buffer of a 10 million on the upside. So to me, it was a no-brainer, and I'm looking into dropping a few shares into my portfolio. I want to add a position into Etsy. I like it. I like what they're doing. They've got a good future. They're repositioning themselves. I looked around on the website. It's a lot different than when I first saw it. It was really nice. And the heartbreaker was Rocket. Rocket missed by 1 cent and tanked. And I mean, you guys know the story there. Real estate is taking a beating, and the new tax bill isn't going to help real estate much further. So there's a lot that's going to be going on with Rocket, and that also reflects on the favorite SPAC, United Wholesale Mortgage. So they're probably going to get affected by this as well.
Yeah, I think the one mentioned in the chat right now, JT, RDFN, also probably took a hitting because that one also. If you guys saw, on Money Mitch, I was actually talking about WMC because if you guys didn't see, FOA, Finance of America, really took off, and as a SPAC, like, a lot of people were like, what SPAC is moving up? Well, that was one of them. And the reason why was that low PE. And so I think this is the same thing you're going to eventually see from UWMC. So, hey, one thing I did, though, point out is that Rocket, though, for some reason, their earnings per share and their estimated their forward earnings actually gets worse going into 2021 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That could be a lot from kind of the interest rate hike that they probably expect. But I mean, the other two companies, theirs actually goes down. And so that's one thing I definitely point out to kind of point out some of the differences between all three.
Yeah, for sure. I had a DraftKings tanking down.
DraftKings.
Yeah, and as the degenerate gambler myself, I mean, I got to support DraftKings.
I can't blame you.
Right. Hey, skirting around the gambling rules here in the U.S. Listen, I'm loving it. And I'm hoping it continues. I got to invest a little bit into DraftKings just for what they're doing, the calls out there. But yeah, it had a noticeable widen in net loss. Revenue went up though. And, I know they've been working with a lot of other companies and partnering up this year with like the UFC in the last 6 months, I believe, and a few other big name brands with, I think they did baseball as well. I saw a bunch of sponsors and working with some large sports organizations. And so I think that's a good thing long term. And, I'm curious to see where that goes to.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think, this is someone actually hit me up about the specific stock and they asked, like, what do I think about it? I mean, at the end of the day, long term, I mean, I think you're getting it at a discount now. It's not that you're getting it at all-time highs, and so you can't really be mad about the stock going down sometimes. I know so many people that get so upset. Why is my stock 5% down? It's 5%, guys. Just hang on tight. If you got a winner, it should come back. And a lot of people get like too upset because I think what it is that they just go way too much with one bag versus one or two or three bags, and then when you put it all in one bag, I mean, when it hurts, it hurts.
Yeah, you got to diversify for sure.
Definitely. All right, let's get into something fun here. All right, forget the earnings. I know that you guys probably have seen, a little bit of my man getting ready for the show. Elon for SNL. What do you guys think here? This is the Tesla SpaceX billionaire host of SNL this weekend. And you can't forget Doge fan. You can't forget a Doge fan. Avid Doge fan. This is going to be fun. What do you guys think about this?
I'm ready.
Man, yeah. Honestly, I wasn't gonna watch it at first, but now that I just want to see what happens with Elon and Lucid. To be honest with you, like I
didn't even see that, dog.
like I want to see if I don't know. I just think that something's gonna happen with Elon and the Lucid and some shit's gonna go down.
Yeah, they've been talking about it. I'm curious too. It's piqued everybody's curiosity. I think. I
think it's the first time this many people are gonna watch the show.
Yeah, 100%. It's the first time I'm gonna watch it, and I think I watched it with my parents as a kid, but it's been a decade plus since I've seen SNL, and so it's gonna be the first time I see it in a long time. It's gonna get them what they want with Elon going on there, which is viewers. And what I'm worried about is another 420. There's a lot of hype about Dogecoin leading up to 420, and then 420 crashed on 420. Dogecoin crashed, and everybody was wrong about Dogecoin that day. So I'm curious to see how it reacts in the following days after that, because I think it's going to bring a lot of hype to Dogecoin.
Well, who knows? Maybe we see the dog on camera here. They bring the real live dog and dress him up a little bit. That would be
Portnoy
great.
dropped a little nugget, by the way. Portnoy apparently has a source within SNL.
Ryan got some nuggets.
I got a nugget for you guys. So Portnoy in his stream this morning said he has a source that said that there's some Doge to the moon skit that Elon's doing. So we'll have to wait and see if that's true or if that's just BS that was fed. But it didn't get too much traction online. I guess not enough people saw the stream. But I think my big thing is, can he legally do that? Because isn't there like some sort of SEC implications if he just goes on there and says Doge to the moon? Because technically, I don't know if it's classified as securities, if it's classified as an asset, or how the SEC deals with it, especially with all the crap that all the altcoins are getting nowadays. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this all breaks down. I think it's going to be entertaining either way. Elon's fun. Elon's cool. He's the meme king, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
He even
definitely,
posted a Twitter tweet about it. Go ahead.
One thing I want to talk about is, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but shortly after SNL revealed that Musk was going to be on, some of SNL's own kind of really took to Twitter. They weren't too happy about it. I don't know if you guys saw that. They weren't too happy about it. You know, they were like,
yeah, they didn't want people to see their crappy comedy. That's why they're like, people are going to watch and see that we're not actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so actually, to piggyback off what you said, actually, Michael Chi actually did support the show, and he added a disagreement around Musk booking, and what he said was it's a good thing though, you know, because it just shows that some people kind of still care about the show in some way. Yeah. I mean, and I like that comment that he added on. I mean, it helps, you know, it's publicity, even if it's. You know how they say even bad publicity is publicity, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's all good, you know. And Elon even said something. He said, "Please invest with caution." He 17 hours ago he tweeted, "Cryptocurrency is promising. Please invest with caution." And then he linked an article where he said that, you know, it's risky basically on the 15th. So he did link an article too. So
Baby Yoda's in space.
Yeah. Hey.
May the
I wish we could invest in Yoda coin or something instead of Dogecoin.
To the moon, man. To the moon, guys. Yep, we're definitely going to the moon, guys. All right. Yeah. So when, you know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, what do you guys really feel here about Doge? You think we're going to continue on our trend that we're going? You know, a lot of people were talking about that we possibly could get up towards that famous dollar. But the real question I have, you know, and I think everybody's asking is, to the moon? To the moon?
Love it. You gotta love it.
Do we keep going, guys? Do we keep going?
I think it goes back to Occam's razor, right? The easiest solution, or like the solution with the least resistance is the one that happens, right? And I'm slurring my words for some reason. I sound like an idiot, but you guys get the point. I think Doge came off as a joke, started off as a joke. I never paid mind to it. I thought it was always a meme. My buddies always bought like $20 of it ages ago and just kept it in the old Robinhood because that was the only place you could buy it. Now you could buy it on Gemini. But I mean, buy it easily. So I think, the way that I see Doge in like an ultimate idealistic world in 2050, 2070 is maybe Doge is what the dollar is and maybe Bitcoin is what gold is. And that holds the asset because Doge is so much easier to send and transfer because it's smaller values. You don't have to have 1,000 decimal places after it to represent the value. And you can create more of it. So that the U.S. government would love something like that. But of course, they wouldn't use Doge. They would probably replicate it into something like a Ripple or an XLM or something like that they'd be able to use. So the thought process behind it is smart. The only thing that worries me about Doge is that it goes back to the thing that Elon said. There's 5 big wallets in the world that own Doge, and one of them is Robinhood. So leaving 4 wallets, and we're essentially making these 5 entities really, really rich by quote unquote, not us pumping, but the internet jumping in and pumping up the prices. So it's an interesting dilemma that we're dealing here with Doge. But either way, I'm for it, man. I used to hate these kind of things. I used to hate these run-ups because I thought it was stupid. But now I've kind of just let go and I'm having fun with it. And I'm all for it, man. If people can make money, because I know there's like a Doge millionaire out there. There's Doge millionaires out there. So I'm really, really happy for them. And I just hope that they reinvest their money smart and they don't just leave it there. Just reinvest your money. There's so many great assets out there and you can continue building your wealth because that's the goal at the end of the day, building wealth.
Definitely. I love how you said it there, man. There's a reason why I do a lot of my shows, maybe not this happy hour, but a lot of my shows here are to build that wealth. And I mean, at the end of the day, if we're not helping other people build wealth, I don't think we'd be on camera here and spending time here. But, you know, one of the things that I wanted to mention is that this morning, you know, I was talking on pre-market prep with Dennis Dick, and, you know, he was thinking that we possibly could have a buy the rumor, sell the news event here. What are you guys thinking? I mean, is it going?
I don't know.
Is that Spencer on the note?
Yeah, that's my little Simba here, Spencer. You guys know the guys from pre-market prep. The question is that $1 on the top right. Can we get that dollar?
I mean, I think we can, but I think that we're going to see some ups and downs along the way. I think it's possible, obviously. And I kind of agree with Ryan, too, which is that, listen, if it can make people money in a few years of kind of COVID and lockdowns and, you know, losing jobs from a bunch of people, if it can make people money, as long as they're responsible with it and, you know, they're responsible with what they spend it on, like Ryan said, too, I'm okay with it, you know, and I'm for it, and let people make their money however they can, you know, we can speculate on it. I'll speculate on it with everybody else too. And we'll see.
And if you had told me, you know, 6 months ago, Doge would be at the price it is now, I would have told you, man, pour me another drink, you know, like just, but I mean, I have to eat my words, because they, you know, to be honest with you, like I never thought it would get to the level it is now. And so do I think it could get to $1? Yeah. I mean, I truly do now, with all the hype that's surrounding it. But at the same token, you know, one of the things that like kind of is sticking out to me is, you know, like right now, even a couple sports teams are, you know, allowing payments with Doge and stuff like that. So honestly, like, I think that the higher the price goes, the more it's going to be adopted, and more it's going to be used and accepted. So do I think it might be a, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news? I mean, there's a very good chance of that. I think after Saturday, going into Saturday, I mean, I think it's going to probably be a little sell off, but, you know, it could very well just balance out and then just keep riding that momentum up. I mean, I personally, you know, I caved in and I bought a little position, and but I already sold. It ran up, and I had to take my profits.
If
So,
it makes you
You
feel
paper
better,
hander.
yeah, if it makes you feel better about being wrong about Doge, I called GameStop short at $4. So, you know what I mean? Hey, it's all right. You know, you can feel better about
Yeah,
that one.
I think we've been calling the demise of GameStop for a while there.
Right. Yeah, for
sure. So somebody just said that it broke 70 cents. So I mean, it's
Really?
gonna run up into
We're
tomorrow.
We're getting there.
So,
Oh, I gotta check it. I haven't been buying.
so I mean,
$1.
so I just
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna run up, and then we'll see what happens going into the show. But
Guys,
But,
we
I
just
mean-
crossed 70 cents, 71
Yeah.
cents.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Hey,
And
you
then-
I
guys,
push.
we could have been on this early, guys. I gotta let you guys know next time. I let Benzinga know, and so they put out a whole bunch of articles, and maybe that helps some other people grab it. But
Hey.
I remember that morning, everyone was still talking GME because that was the day that Robinhood locked up everything. And that day, I said, why doesn't those millions of dollars move to a market that can't be restricted? Why don't they move to like Bitcoin or altcoins? I looked at the Bitcoin chart. It didn't make sense. But then when I looked at the Doge chart, I was like, man, this is off support right here. You know, if they throw $1 million at it right quick, I think
Did
someone,
we just make this happen?
mean-
by the way, did we
Hey.
just make it hit 71 cents?
hey,
I'm gonna
you
take
never
credit that
know.
we made
Smash
this.
the like for Money
The
Mitch
show
and
is-
Doge.
Hey, this
You know,
show's-
to be honest with you, the only thing about Doge that like kind of has me concerned for other people is that, you know, there's going to be people investing more money than they probably should, and if it is a, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news situation, then
Mhm.
you know there's going to be a lot of people hurt, and
Yeah.
you know, so I'm hoping that people will just invest, you know, what's within their range.
Yeah, the diamond hands are paper hands, but I'll tell you what, it's always good to have those green hands, man. Those green
Yeah.
hands. On Money Mitch, we try to practice those green hands. And not often do we do the diamond hands. Sometimes we will, but hey, a majority of the trades, you got to take those greens. And so when we return, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about Janet Yellen's comments on Tuesdays that really shook up investors. If you guys are enjoying the comments here today, definitely hit the likes up, hit the share button. Tell everybody how fun this show is, really. We try to have a good time on Friday, so we'll be right back.
I tell all my CEOs, this is a very, very, very important platform. And look, all the other platforms are important too, but you're up there now. You're way up there.
Best investments you can do in your future is actually go and re-educate yourself on credible sites and credible resources like Benzinga. I think you guys have been killing it.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo, and just big shout out to you and your community.
That's what I love about you guys. You know, you just had all your callers in right then. And it's all about the community here at Benzinga.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get into Janet Yellen here, our Treasury Secretary, in comments on Tuesday. Really shook it up. Shook up the market, guys. So Yellen, an economist who previously led the Federal Reserve, indicated that the central bank may need to hike interest rates to prevent prices from rising too quickly. So essentially saying that the market could overheat really quickly. And so most Federal Reserve officials think that the central bank won't move away from super low interest rates until after 2023. At the same time, signs of price pressures and inflation are really hitting the economy, and we're seeing it grow. What do you guys think?
Man, I think before Yellen ever speaks, she needs to kind of have a chat with Jay Powell, and they need to come together before she gets on and makes a damn idiot of herself. I mean, I think what she came out and said, I mean, I don't know, they're just not on the same page. So they just need to figure it out. But I just, going into that, even with what Janet Yellen said, even regarding inflation and all that, even when Warren Buffett was talking, he was talking about inflation and that he's already seeing inflation, and so within his, so I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
I mean, you're a business owner, bro. You probably seen it. Out there.
I mean, anybody that thinks, this is just my opinion, but anybody thinks that inflation is not going to happen, it's going to happen.
Ooh, yeah, it's already there.
You know what I mean? You can't
go to the grocery store.
Yeah, shit, an avocado is like $4.
Yeah, dude. My man's avocado going to $4.
And he lives in Texas. He's right on the border of Mexico.
Right?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They can probably throw an avocado over the freaking fence right now, bro.
You got more people trying to build container homes right now because of the cost of wood. It's crazy.
Can you imagine the 3D printing homes is going to get cheaper now than the wood printed house?
Yeah, it's crazy. Everything in regards to inflation. The cost of, even for my businesses, even the cost of supplies are already going up. So it is going to have an impact. I just don't think anybody realizes it.
Hey, one thing I always use, I use my Coca-Cola indicator. That's my inflation indicator, guys. So you go and you normally buy a 12-pack of Coke for, let's say, $3 to $4. Go see how much you buy right now, guys. It's going to be close towards that $6, almost to that $7. Some places it goes all the way up to $8. We're talking something that was valued at $3 to $4. So if it's the value of it's going up near that 100 to 80%, there's no inflation there. Coke is just passing it on to the consumer, and that's what we're really worried about, is if we're going to start seeing that from companies, where you start seeing that passing down to the consumer, the price increase. You saw Clorox talk about it in their earnings. Watch out, guys. It's going to come out. It's going to come out.
Yeah, we see it all the time with all these tech companies too. I'm sorry, go ahead, John.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just going to say, as a fellow Texan, I understand exactly what he's saying, because stuff is up here. It's expensive. We look at the price of gas as well. But sometimes the gas being up here in Texas is a good thing, just because there's so many oil workers here. But yeah, I think it's certainly going to affect it. And it's certainly going to affect all of us as well, just from prices going up. I'm not much of a long-term investor, but it's certainly going to affect us. Luckily, the market bounced back and ended up coming back from that. So everybody's 401ks, it didn't affect it too much. But yeah, it's something that I'm certainly watching for and preparing for too.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's something that we all got to look out for. I mean, because when our cash is not worth the same, we got to look at where we can get some interest, right? And I mean, it's very hard to get interest. I mean, you can't look in a savings account. I mean, what is that? If I wanted to flip a penny, I'd go trash looking. I'm pretty sure I can find some pennies in the trash.
Litecoin is trash.
You think so? You think? Yo, Ryan, that's actually something I want. You know more than I do about crypto. I've actually thought that maybe Litecoin could be the next coin up because I saw.
No, I'm totally joking. I like
ETH.
Litecoin. I actually have a good amount of
ETH
Litecoin.
move. What's up with it?
ETH did phenomenal. It caught up. So ETH legged up because it caught up. It's been lagging for a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin rallied up too fast, and now it's calming down. We're getting to that baseline. I think we'll see it rally back up next week when we get the CPI numbers because they're going to come out. They're going to be higher. Even a lot of people don't trust the Fed, but even if they go up higher a little bit, they're still higher than where they are. People will run to the anti-inflationary assets. We'll see gold go up. We'll see Bitcoin go up. Litecoin is a lot faster than Bitcoin. That's why I like Litecoin. The one thing that I don't like about Litecoin is it's way more volatile than Bitcoin, the way that I've seen it move over these past years. I bought Litecoin back in 2017, and I've never added to my position because of the volatility of the asset. So the person who made it sold off all of his Litecoin and brought Litecoin from over 300 down to like $40 a coin and left when it was that much and just said, all right, I'm out of here. Even though that was like a huge indicator of like insider trading and getting out and pump and dumping on the team. So I lost a lot of trust for that as an asset. But as a technology, I like Litecoin. But what I like better than Litecoin is Ripple and XRP. That's way faster than Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum for transactions. So I think that's the one that will ultimately win. And I think this whole SEC thing that's going on right now with them is just a way of figuring out how to formally regulate it so you can put it at the backbone of banks because they need to be able to transfer money this fast to keep up with SoFi and these other financial industries that are transferring money quickly using these digital coins.
I definitely have to agree with that. You know, one of the things that we're going to see is how it continues to build and do other altcoins get that run. That's what I'm really interested. I mean, because, you know, sometimes, you know, everyone's talking Doge, but I'm always looking for the next. It's not about the one that's here. It's about the next one. So that's what I'm looking at. I talked about it. I'm seeing potentially Litecoin be that one. But if you're giving me some insight here, so I'm about to take some deeper research into that, Ryan. I appreciate it.
I could be wrong too. I've been wrong before.
Yeah, you got to do deeper research. That's what it's about, though. I take your idea and then I'll actually, you know, go and do the research about it. That's what it's about. I mean, I think everybody can learn from each other, and even if you're right or wrong, what you do is you go and you fact check it, and then you go and when you do that research, boom, boom, then you start realizing, hey, you know, 1 and 1 is starting to line up. Now I see it, and I can make the investment. I think that's the important thing for everybody to do. Because I mean, you can get the best ideas from anybody in the world. Sometimes, I mean, I was seeing on the news the other day that Daft Punk got a song from a homeless man, and they took a lot of it. but it's the truth, man. They got the idea, they heard it, and they just made it a song. I mean, hey. Just like everybody out there, you know, you got to listen, you got to open your ears, and a lot of people don't look out for the new trend and find it early. That's what Money Mitch is really about. That's what I try to do, guys. I try to get those social trends out there, what's next, what's coming, and how we can find the next story stock so that, you know, when the next opportunity comes, you don't say, oh man, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but hey, you know, at least you could have heard about it on this show, and I did my job. All right, guys, let's
Litecoin button.
You know it, man. All right, guys. So next up, I want to get towards a special off-topic conversation here, but we need to see the likes get up to 75. Right now, we got about 51 likes. We need these to get up there to 75. So go ahead and hit the like if you guys want to hear the next topic. If not, we'll do a short little stock one and wrap it up. But if we get that like goal up, we'll go ahead and get into that off-topic.
Yeah.
conversation
know.
today.
I'm ready.
There you
man.
go. I'm
ready
seeing
for
the
that.
likes
I need
coming.
this today.
I want to see the video again.
Yeah. I need this today, guys. Run those like numbers up. Don't be stingy. Now's the time. Hit the like button. I would love to talk about this today.
I would, and I before I put it on, I gotta know like what's the majority of our viewers, what side they're on, because it's gonna be fun to talk about it.
man.
Yeah.
There's different memes for different ones, so it's definitely fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Sung, I got your hat.
Yeah.
We need 3 more.
Oh man, I just saw one that might kill me, dude, if I put it on screen. You guys are seeing the real reactions right here, so let's get those likes up. All right, let me go ahead and hit the refresh here because YouTube's been struggling here on the likes.
They have. We're at 73.
There you go, 73. We need 2 more likes. 2 more likes, guys. Let's go ahead and get those likes in there so that we can get into our topic of the day. It's about a historic crossover event. Let me just tell you that. Historic, guys. Historic here. I'm super excited to actually see this event because I'm not gonna lie, and I might end up in trouble for this one, but I've said it on stream. Put me in the ring.
Right.
I'm down.
Where's he at? I'll get beat up for $1 million.
I'm down. Sign. No. I'm down. I think someone should have done this, and I think we did get our little bit of a hero here. But looks like we got the likes. I think we got it right there.
Yeah, we did. We're over 76. Yeah.
There you go, guys. The historic crossover event is signed and sealed, guys. Signed and sealed with Mayweather here. I'm going to go ahead and put it up here.
Yeah. There it is.
Uh-oh.
You got to love it. You got to love to see it,
This is what happened yesterday, guys. I don't know if you guys saw it, but
And that's
I
not
have the
brother
audio
that's
off.
fighting him. That's the other brother, right?
that's
all
when he
just got-
actually took the hat.
Yeah.
That's when he
Yeah,
actually
it's the
took his
different brother.
hat.
It's
Yeah.
that's Jake Paul that did it. That's the guy he's fighting's younger brother.
Got
Who did it. But you love
So one of the things is, it got pretty heated, you guys. I mean, Jake Paul ended up with a little bit of a cut on that eye. I think they pulled it out. This was the picture I was going to show.
you love to see it. Hey, it's going to happen to him eventually. Listen, if he's going the Conor McGregor route, which I understand. Listen, if you're in the fighting business, you need to create drama. That's how you make money. That's how Conor McGregor became the highest paid fighter, MMA fighter in the world. And so I understand it. But listen, if he's going to be the heel, if he's going to troll, he's got to be able to deal with what happens if he's trolling Mayweather. Mayweather's the savior we all need. We didn't ask for it, but we're happy we see it. It was hilarious. I laughed so hard watching that yesterday.
Oh man, it was definitely fun watching this. I mean, he did get him a couple of times in the corner. I did see this part around here. He did get him a couple of times in the corner. I think this is when he got hit a little time.
Yeah.
The only thing we could hear, after, I mean, was, that, he just kept saying, I got the hat. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this, but it is going to be interesting. He even changed his profile to gotcha hat. Gotcha hat.
Oh my god!
And
I
if
can
you
respect
guys
it. I can
want the
respect it.
gotcha hat, you guys go get the gotcha hat merchandise. I promise you, this is not sponsored by Jake Paul. In no way.
You're gonna get us demonetized, man.
All right. Yeah.
Don't worry. Guess what? I already took it off. I already knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, man, it's gonna be interesting. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we see him win. Maybe we see him don't. I would love to hear the chat. Put a 1 in the chat for Jake Paul here, and then put a 2 in the chat for Money Mayweather. And I will let you know, guys.
I got Mayweather, man.
I will let you know, Money Mayweather is part of the Money Mob.
Yeah.
And Money Bob is part of right here, guys, the squad on Money Mitch. So you guys might know who I'm a part of here. So
Yeah, I don't care how much older, how much of an age difference, man. Mayweather he's gonna smash.
Right.
I think everyone enjoyed that.
Yeah,
if
there's
you
no way
guys
anything
enjoyed
else is
that,
gonna happen.
definitely thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, Mayweather's super pride. He's got a lot of pride, and understandably so. If I was him, shoot, he's the best in the world. But
Yeah.
he's never gonna let Paul beat him ever. You know,
Yeah,
never in a
yeah.
million years is that gonna happen.
I mean, the thing about Mayweather is like his training, like what he goes through to train and prepare for any kind of fight, like is ridiculous. Like, so, I mean, somebody put a 1.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
supposedly he planned it out. So I mean, he
It could have
had
been all a setup too, because now everyone knows about the fight. I had no idea that these guys signed yesterday until I saw this. It could be totally
Well,
fake.
yeah, it could be
100%
PR.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like we said it a little bit earlier, right? All publicity is publicity. I mean, at the end of the day,
I think he planned it. I don't think he expected that reaction, though. You know, is what I think that's probably the most likely situation.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
stopped in front of a lion and took his hat. That's like going up to a lion and grabbing meat out of its mouth, and you're gonna get hit.
yeah, and it's like a lion because he travels with a pack. I wouldn't mess with that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mess with that. You know what I mean? There's one thing messing with a lonely guy. You know, there's like one guy. You know, just maybe has like some paid bodyguards. No. He has his own squad. I'd be careful about that.
right.
But definitely, guys, I hit the like if you guys enjoyed a little off topic. Let us know in the comments how you guys thought of our show today, our happy hour. I mean, this is always just a fun time on Fridays to talk about the stories of the week. We talked about, you know, the Elon Musk story, the Yellen, and some earnings. But like always, guys, leave us some comments afterwards. Let us know if you guys had a popular story or trending story that we didn't touch. Who knows? Maybe I'll go ahead and I'll touch it on Sunday. I was thinking about doing a Twitter space, guys. So who knows? Maybe I'll invite the guys on there. But definitely, guys, hit the like. We'll be back here on Monday. We'll see if Doge goes to the moon. If Dennis Dick brings it up there, who knows? Who knows what will happen? But I know that these guys will definitely be watching. I have to say, I love seeing. I love seeing these guys dressed up here like this.
You gotta post that on the Benzinga account, man.
Yeah, I know that was too good. That was too good. You guys didn't see the one that I probably did for. I did one also for Jason Raznick, our CEO, and Luke Jacoby on Power Hour. I'll give you guys this one as just an added bonus for everybody that stuck around to the end. Look at this one, guys.
Oh God!
What the hell is this?
I gotta warn me next time, guys. You gotta warn me.
Get those chlorine tablets ready with Leslie's Pool and Jason Raznick and Luke Jacoby on Hot Stocks. Hot Stocks Luke here, you guys. Those rockets. All I can say with this one is high five. High five, guys. High five out there. All right, guys. We'll be back on Monday. Did you guys enjoy it? What did you guys think?
Oh, it was fun.
Man, it's fun, man.
These are good. I like the format. It's relaxing over here. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I do a lot during the week, so if we can have a relaxed time with some great traders like we did today, this is what it's all about. Let us know how you guys thought in the comments. This is what it's really about, guys. Give us some feedback so that we can improve, and we'll see you next week on Money Mitch.